I've been pressed for time since we left Basin this afternoon. Like, am I going to make it? Praying I make it. And God put me here just in time. I'd like to share with you guys a little experience that I've had in the past few months on an attack on my faith. It started out very, very little, being bold in my faith at work, surrounded by unbelievers, where being bold in my faith, talking about it, and it gets challenged, and makes you think again, and you wonder. So in this attack, brought an insignificance to praying. I mean, I would make you'd blessing your meals and make that prayer, but I was struggling to wake up in the morning and pray. It would be a struggle with a bad attitude right off the bat in the morning. We'd have a bad attitude about whatever you could, and so that it's this huge attack, and it started by just a comment at work, or just a challenge of your faith by a non-believer at work, very small. It did progress into behaviors, as if you can imagine, if you are questioning your faith, then the need to identify truth and lie don't necessarily exist. And so it has progressed into behaviors, and I have been humbled for sure. I can say that through this, the world had myself and Matt Richards scheduled in different places, and we crossed paths, and we were not, either one of us, where we were supposed to be, and it was definitely a blessing for the both of us. It kind of lifted both of us up on that day. And so with that explanation of the attack on my faith, I just want to reiterate the armor of God. The helmet of salvation, especially, because the helmet of salvation declares that we lean on God's understanding, and we capture our thoughts into God's will. We capture all the evil thoughts, and we investigate God's will for our life and play that out. All our decision making and our purpose is all through the helmet of salvation. We do not conform to the pattern of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind. Then you will be able to test and approve that God's will is His good, pleasing, and perfect will. The sword of the Spirit, that's one thing I can say in my attack, is I didn't wake up and get in my word. I woke up and started complaining at the moment I woke up. Like, ow, this hurts. And it did hurt. I mean, everything about it. So just being mindful that we get up and we have a positive attitude, and we get in the Word, and we seek His will. And it's easy in the everyday, and we work long hours, and it's a struggle. So we have to be vigilant. Also, within this attack, I also did not tell anybody, which I believe that our battle buddy is so important. I almost felt ashamed that I felt that way. So, on Sundays, I'd come in here, and it was good. Frank could bring you around. Frank's messages are so powerful that he could bring you around. Okay, I'm doing good. but then you'd flow back into the week. So having a battle buddy, having people pray for you, and being able to tell somebody that you trust what's really going on. And we have to take up the shield of faith. That's how we extinguish that fiery darts from the evil one. And during this time I absorbed them all, really. Had a bad attitude from the beginning, and I believe that happened at work, where it started, but also in what we feed our mind on the television, and as far as the news goes, and there's no truth in that. The only truth in that is that the world is evil. That's the only thing there is on the television, really, for the news. Is it's going to confirm that the world is evil. And to apply the armor of God, we have to do so in praying. We ask God to clear your mind of anything that is not aligning with His will. And in the midst of attack, we use the Scripture because Satan cannot stand against Scripture. And I think that's all I got. Thank you.